Hello everybody, this is Cook's War Strategy Gaming, and we have a stream of Unity of Command 2, the Barbarossa DLC. We are going to do this late night on April 27th, 2021. I have never played Unity of Command or Unity of Command 2. I have played around a little bit with this game just to kind of get ready for the stream. And so Unity of Command came out in 2019, I believe, or Unity of Command 2 came out in 2019. Produced by 2x2 Games and Croteam. Co-published, and the new DLC Barbarossa follows the infamous German invasion of Soviet Russia in 1941, the largest land invasion to this date. So why don't we get started? We are going to play Barbarossa, new campaign. We're going to do normal difficulty. And hit OK. OK. Alright, so the scenario starts off with your general staff. You have prestige points, something similar to this game does kind of resemble, kind of remind you of a little bit of Panzer Corps or Panzer General, but it's definitely much more board gamey, if that's a good description of it. Forgive me if you disagree, just my take on it. But yeah, a little bit more board gamey, in a good way, not in a bad way. You also have, so you play cards, you get a set of cards here, and you can pick or choose which ones to keep. Now they do cost prestige if you do buy one. I have found that supply in this game is extremely important, so we're gonna buy this transport card. Although air recon is beneficial, I would rather have a bomber asset, but this recon is free, so we're going to take it anyways. You see the points cost right here. So 60 prestige. If we pick up this Flotilla card here, you get one air attack asset and one use flying artillery. So it costs a lot, but that's pretty powerful air attack card. So we might go back to that. Let's take a look at our army group and the general staff first. So you can kind of upgrade your headquarter unit. So you have Heeresgruppe Nord under Wilhelm Ritter von Lieb, and so there's some upgrades you could do at the cost of more prestige. You can buy upgrade. This is the truck asset, range only. Headquarter range is equal to the number of movement points shown on trucks. Headquarter movement is fixed and cannot be upgraded. So this, you can upgrade truck asset range, so which would help extend your supply line, I do believe. There's also intel. We can spend prestige to gain greater intel. So at level 2 intel, for example, 1 hex reveal of intel markers at start of the turn. 2 prisoners needed to expand intel markers. Tip: you can toggle superior tooltips and options under gameplay. There's also operational operational bonuses too, like a rear guard action, order a unit to retreat when attacked while the enemy unit spends its action points, or counterattack, order a unit to counterattack when, so we might actually upgrade there. We kind of like those. Also logistics. Again, I feel logistics and supplies are extremely important. Let's upgrade the truck asset range. Force pull, transfer step, long range, move one active step or specialist between subordinate units within. So for my experience, I haven't figured out exactly good uses of this. Again, that could be my inexperience of the games themselves. So I think I'm going to avoid wasting, or not wasting, but using prestige points on that. So that's the Army Group North. The Panzer Group number 4, which we'll be using in this scenario in Army Group North. So we're going to do some upgrades here as well. Let's upgrade our truck assets. Intel might be useful with our Panzer Group as we drive deep into Russian territory. Operations, logistics again. Let's go full logistics. Actually, we might do that with the Army Group as well. Actually, it stops at level 2, where the Panzer Group, you can go to level 3. So again, motorize an infantry unit for 1 turn, changing its movement to mobile and giving it +2 movement points and extended move. So could be very beneficial driving deep into Soviet territory. Let's see, we have some prestige left. Maybe we'll purchase that artillery or the Luftflottille card here. And I think I'm satisfied with our choices. So again, this is called the conference phase of the scenario. OKH has ordered an invasion of Russia to go ahead in 1941. You will take the Red Army by surprise, and you must not let it regain its balance for an instant. Stalin's armed forces are large but incompetent, as their war against Finland proves. Strike hard, and the campaign can surely be finished by September. And again, we're going to do the northern scenario. Drive into the Balkan region here. So we're going to end conference. And we already selected the Heeresgruppe Nord, which has the Heeresgruppe Nord Army Group and the Panzer Group number 4. It's a 10-turn scenario. Although the smallest of the 3 German army groups, North still faces a daunting set of objectives. First on its list is to destroy the Soviet northwestern front while racing to cross the Daugava or Vina River. The aforementioned Soviet front is in competent hands, but spread thin and with little in the way of immediate reserves. Why don't we start this scenario? So again, my take on the little bit I've played of Unity of Command 2 is that, again, there's a resemblance or a feel similar to Panzer Corps, but there's a lot more I feel going on with the game. Not to say that Panzer Corps is not in depth. It is. I think there's a lot more moving pieces, parts in Unity of Command. All right, here's Group Nord. Scenario briefing. OKH dispatch a division of the Army Group North will await your orders. Your general objective is to annihilate the Soviet northwestern front. It is equally crucial that your forces reach and cross the Daugava River before Soviets can mobilize reserves and block such a crossing. By turn 4 or 5, you can expect smaller local counterattacks and a few air attacks, but these will doubtless prove to be mere nuisances. Do not hesitate, do not hold back. The Red Army must be dealt a swift and deadly blow. That said, we have our air assets over here. Prestige is at 0. We spent all that in the conference. You look at our objectives here. So you have your main objectives, which give you 50 prestige points, indicated here. You have to advance on the Riga by turn 7 and the Daugava River by turn 5. I have found these objectives doable, the main objectives, but it's pretty challenging, especially the bonus objectives. Doing all the bonus objectives and the main objectives can be very challenging, and so again, the Daugavpils crossing is a bonus objective. So you want to actually get across the river, not just to the river bridgehead, but actually get across and take it by turn 5 and hold it. Just getting to the river itself by turn 5 can be a challenge, and that's one of your main objectives, but then getting across and holding it, making a strong attack across the bridge can be a challenge. Taking Kaunas is doable, I feel. Lepaja to the north can be challenging in the sense that if you focus your attention on Kaunas, you're going to divert your forces towards there, and leaves you a little bit thinner to the north. But that's definitely a doable goal by turn 6. I have not, in my practice run, I did not do it. We're going to see if we can't not do it this time around. And then the Jakabil-Pils crossing, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, by turn 6 is also a bonus objective. So these are the bonuses, these are the main objectives to win the scenario. Again, these are just bonuses. I almost taking this crossing by turn 6. You could do it if you get to Riga, and then maybe if you have a Panzer unit that you can keep in supply and get to the crossing in time here, or if you get to the river, Daugava River at this crossing here, and maybe shoot over here, you might be able to take the bridgehead there. But still, those bonus objectives can be challenging. Okay, now the forces. So you have your supply unit or depots right here, and your headquarters. So there's the, let's zoom in a little bit here, the Panzer Group 4 headquarters, and they highlight in white circles, white dash circles, the units that are under the command of the Panzer Group. So these are German infantry, so mobile units, German infantry under the Panzer Group, and you have your Panzers, Panzer D, the 1st, 6th, and 8th German Panzers, and also some more motorized infantry as well. And then you have Heeresgruppe Nord, as you can see, spread along the entire front. And I typically will try to shoot towards Kaunas and try to take that bonus objective in time. So our strategy was just punch a hole straight through to Sialiai. Again, apologies for mispronunciation. Try to strike forward with the Panzer Group, and then maybe turn towards the southeast, and link up with Heeresgruppe Nord, which main objective would be to advance on Kaunas and then head towards the Daugava River with the Panzer Group in the lead. So that'll be the main thrust, and if we can have enough force in the north, try to take Lepaja. So again, we're still in the preparation stage. I don't think there's much we can do. I guess we could move actually headquarters. No, we cannot. All right. Also, of note here is the supply network, which again is very important. I have found to being able to manage your supply chain properly. Mismanaged can, if mismanaged, it could set your panzers back, and if they get too far ahead of you, they'll get low on supply. So part of the practice playthroughs, I have found that trying to manage the supply chain is very can be challenging, and also but it's really important that you do it well. So you see the supply depots. We actually, this indicator up here says we have 2 trucks available, so we can actually, if I scroll up with the mouse wheel, I can add a truck, which actually increases the range of our supply. So you can supply your troops in a couple different ways. You can add a truck to the supply depot, so which would actually extend out. So if we had our front line even further away here, it would actually extend out the supply chain from this supply depot right here, moving up the supply chain. Or you can use trucks to, you can see where you could actually lay down another supply network. So here you can actually build another supply depot along this route, which would help extend your supply lines as well. So those are those are a couple of ways that you can manage your supplies. You can also move the supplies by, so if let's supply network, if I scroll down, I can't do it right now, so I'll show you that piece of it, but you can basically set the trucks to 0 on the supply depot, and you'll gain that truck into the force pool, but it's not available until the next turn. So you have to kind of plan that out. If you want to plan moving the supply depot down further in enemy territory after you conquered some of the land, you kind of plan ahead a little bit, because if you you'll lose this supply depot as you gain a truck for the next turn, and then you can place a new one for along. We'll kind of demonstrate that as we play this turn. So why don't we get started? End battle preparation. So let's get going. They do the tooltip here, shows you how to move. It's pretty straightforward. There's a couple little cumbersome techniques in here, but nothing very game breaking or anything like that. Just the controls are relatively easy to use. Kind of similar to Panzer Corps, kind of give you the odds of battle here. You have these pips down below, showing you strength, and also which also includes suppression. So again, let me see if we go here, 1-on-1. And then actually, we should use some air attacks. Dislodge this enemy unit here in the forest. So we just suppressed a whole bunch of units of theirs. We can actually use our panzers to just get in and around. So again, using blitzkrieg tactics, we're just going to hit and run, go deep into enemy territory. Let the infantry mop up behind us. Alright, and then so you see this little man icon pop out. Those are guys fleeing. If you run into this position here, I can't get there right now, but you would pick them up as prisoners. So you can see this unit here is dug in. There's a little shovel icon. You can see our odds of dislodging them will be much tougher. I have a feeling, let's see, if are these infantry units a little bit, they're about the same quality. Experience 215 to 200, yeah, they're about the same quality, so I thought these might be a little bit lesser quality troops, and that's why the odds. These are just better Russian troops and dug in. But we're gonna move in range of them. We're not gonna attack them. I really wish I could get through. No, let's focus on this guy. Alright, so we push them back. Alright, let's bring up our motorized infantry. Oh. Ooh, I'd like to take those guys prisoner, but actually we're just gonna keep. I want to stay focused on the objectives. If you start getting distracted, there's not a lot of time to take your objectives. So again, I'm going to push through here, get across this river, and kind of cut off Kaunas, while the infantry, Heeresgruppe Nord, comes through from the west, directly from the west. It's should be relatively easy attacks with our infantry, so we'll pick up those prisoners. Just keep marching forward there. Just keep on hitting this unit who retreated. This Russian unit looks a little bit tougher to dislodge. They're on hilly terrain and dug in. We'll try to eliminate this Russian unit. They're in full retreat, and we can attack again. Although we took some suppression there, we can move this infantry unit even more, and now we've even surrounded that unit. Start bringing up our infantry reserves. Attacking the north here. Now these are German security units. They're not very strong in combat, so you want to kind of avoid using them. Avoid using them in direct combat. They should be held in reserve, protecting supplies and objectives. Oh, here's another. There's an SS unit right here, which we will follow in wake of the Panzer Group 4. I'll take those prisoners there. Alright. So as we'll try to inch our way towards Lepaja. And then you can see we have our own infantry unit, kind of stragglers, and those represent stragglers and units retreating. All right, so we have our two main thrusts here and here. I think we've used up all our units. Again, so if we want to look at supply now, this is alright. So when we click on our supply depot here, it shows you the extent of our supply. So these units, so this area is out of reach of supply. So we can do one of two things. We can increase our truck number to 2 on this supply depot, and it brings supplies even further. We can also create a new supply depot, but we can't really extend it too far inland as of right now. So I think as we progress through and gain more territory, we'll have more options to add a supply depot further along the routes. As of right now, this is as far as we can go. So I'm better off. I'm just going to use 2 truck units on this supply depot, extending the supply line in that fashion. So it extends all the way to the north. We're actually part of the problem attacking north is you almost have to use a supply depot here, which stretch your trucks out thinly when you start advancing north and east. So we could we're actually going to put a supply depot here to help keep our northern units in supply as we try to take this bonus objective of Lepaja. So we'll do some reconnaissance. Looks like there's some tanks in the vicinity there. Another tank unit there. So we're going to have to prepare for a counter attack by some of their tank units. Oh, I didn't actually hit the check. You got to hit the check. So now we have a new supply depot there with 1 truck. And also, you can click on your headquarters and you can move your headquarters forward, which we should do. Because you want to keep your units in command range. Command and control is a thing. Now, I do sacrifice. You do have to make a decision. Are you going to keep these units under command of Heeresgruppe Nord, or detach the northern units? Because they are kind of divided between a southern sector and a northern sector. I usually will keep them with this attack on Kaunas. Let's see, and something I haven't played around too much with, I have no options here, are some of the operational stuff that you can use here. So on the next turn I might use some of these operational functions from our headquarters. Let's advance on to the next turn. Air counter attack. We have some air attacks too. And they dig in. So they really actually attack. They just moved forces up to slow us down. So, 2 CPs, command points to stragglers, 3 command points to stragglers. HG Nord, intel recovered. Panzer Group 4, intel recovered. So actually, speaking of command points, there's a couple. We have counterattack, we have rear guard, suppressive fire. So order a unit to attack using its artillery only. The unit takes little or no losses. Requirements: unit not weak or green. So that's one option. We have recon and force, capture a hex in enemy territory without getting caught in zone of control. Units with recon specialists can do this without spending their AP. So we can do that with these 2 Panzer units. There's also some emergency supply options. Oversupply units. Provide a unit with supplies that can be carried along when it moves. These additional supplies are spent automatically when the unit first starts. So we actually can, this might be a useful thing to do as we start advancing. We'll probably do that next turn after we fight our way through this defensive line. Now, their tanks are actually nothing to really be worried about. So, we're going to hit them here. So they have this is a KV-1 tank unit, plus 4 armor. But there really are pushovers. So we're mopping up right there right now already. The decision now will be, do I shoot towards Riga? And then maybe we can split Panzer Group 4 into 2 parts. One group goes towards Riga, and then the other part assists the attack on Kaunas, and then the drive towards Daugava River. Already pushed. Yeah, that's keep the pressure up. Keep the pressure up. Always attack. Always attack. Here or here? We should overrun that unit. He has another attack. Now we just captured more prisoners. So we just blew through that defensive line like a knife through hot butter. This is a very stingy dug-in unit here. I feel like I'm gonna have I'm gonna have to sacrifice some troops to. Oh, we can do that. Actually, here's an idea. Let's do the. Can we do the suppressive fire? So that might help. Yep. So that will help with that attack. Finally push them back. That was kind of a risky attack. I should have out of range. So there, see, I can't use any of these operational and logistical things because they are out of range of the headquarters. So we can use it. Actually, I wanted to use oversupply, emergency supply. I can't use it right now. Well, I think we'll use one of a counterattack on one of these units here, just in case. We'll also move our headquarters forward. Stay within range of our units. Good command control. Very important. So again, when I'm comparing this game towards with Panzer Corps, or Panzer Corps 2 even, this is what I mean by it feels a little bit more in-depth, because you have a little bit more in the say of command and control. You have to make a choice. So basically this northern unit of Heeresgruppe Nord is a detached unit, so they're not gaining any of the bonuses for the from headquarters. Oh, didn't mean to move those guys around like that. Mistake by me. Alright, so we have a T-34 unit here. We hit their tank. Now we can hit them from the flank there. Oops, I did not want to do that attack. Lost too many men. That was a high casualty, high risk, low reward attack. You can see there's certain elements. You can see this little icon, like the chevron here, indicating that there's a Stug 3B element attached to this unit. They definitely perform a little bit better against units. They're able to dislodge units easier. You can see this unit does not have that attachment. You can use, no. Can't use suppression fire here. Alright, now that we've advanced pretty far, our next thing we want to do is now we want to consider moving our supply units up. So here, just so I'll do this again one more time, you can see that I move my supply unit here that has 2 trucks down to 1. So now we have 1 truck available on the next turn. We'll use that truck on the next turn to deploy supplies further down here. A lot of these units are going to start getting low on supply, but they should be able to fight again next turn relatively without much issue. So actually I'm going to do the same thing with this unit. I'm going to move down. These units within this range and these dash marks here will still be in supply. Also advanced our headquarters. Oh, there it is. All right. We'll move our headquarters forward as well. You can see these units are out of command. You know, we do have cards. We have cards available to play. So it might be a good time to actually play the supply transport. You use the card. See, we gained the truck unit, so that's even better. And we can create a new supply unit. And do it right here. So now you see the new truck. Now we'll also have 2 trucks available on the next turn. So our supply chain disruption will be negligible. And then we also have a bomber. Why don't we wait to use that? And let's go to the next turn. And they counterattack. Actually push us back. Oh, they destroyed some bridges. But they didn't destroy this bridge right here. So there's an enemy defending the Kaunas, town of Kaunas. Let's see. All right, we have an air element available. We can add uses to it because we have a card. We have 2 trucks now available, so supply should not be an issue for us. So they're heavily defended here in the north, making our goal of taking our bonus objective to the north a little bit more challenging. It is turn 3, so we need to take, if we want to take Kaunas, we got to take it in the next 2 turns. Create a pontoon bridge. That did nothing really. Alright, so first time I ever used a pontoon bridge there, and it really didn't. I thought it would help our movement across the river. Alright, so what do we want to do? Do we want to take this Panzer unit northward? I feel like we can. Heeresgruppe Nord can push towards Kaunas and take it in 2 turns from where they stand right now. Should be able to eliminate this tank unit, and I'm not seeing any other units here. Okay, this turn. Oh, this unit's already out of supply. We'll just get in and around the tank unit there. Our odds are good though. Like there's a 0 to 2 odds here. So we already pushed back that unit. If we just keep pushing, so we're already at the city proper. We'll be able to try to push towards it on the next turn. We can't use suppression fire. Would like to eliminate this unit to keep them out of our rear area. They're standing there down. Finally overrun. Just keep pushing forward. Alright, I feel much more comfortable about taking Kaunas within time. So we'll probably use one of those bomber cards on the next turn to take Kaunas. Alright, let's push towards Riga now, which is the main objective. So we can safely, I feel like we can safely attack the infantry defending Xiao Liai. That'll be a difficult attack there. Doesn't look like I can use any assets from the headquarters. So a direct assault on the town with infantry, though, looks a little risky. Why don't we surround it? Odds looking better now. We've surrounded the town. We're not even going to use this tank to hit these guys. We are just going to push forward. Riga, the road to Riga is wide open now. Can I push any more forward? No. So we can't yet set up new supply depots, but we can increase the number of trucks at our supply depot. Alright, here we go. So we can add another truck to here, and as you can see, we just increased our supply range. So keeping these units that within this range in supply. Actually, now I can leapfrog with the number of trucks I have. I should be able to leapfrog our supply chain. So I can actually now should be able to pull out this truck and supply depot, and I'll be able to again leapfrog or add more trucks to each supply depot. I gotta add another one down here. So now that will keep these units in supply. Let's see if we can make any progress towards the bonus objective to the north. Alright, so we push them back. Their northern defense line has been pushed back, and it looks like they are still kind of some strength here, but it's overall relatively weak and crumbling. I think we'll move this guy north here to protect the supply line. And we will probably use some bomber assets next turn, not right now. Let's go on to next. Actually, should I move my headquarters? No, I think I moved them both. could move our headquarters here. All right, next turn. Oh, they were overrun. Wow. Devastating. Blew up the bridges towards Riga. Supply disrupted over here. So this is what makes it hard here. If I don't put the headquarters towards here, these units start getting disrupted and are out of supply. They shouldn't be out of supply though. Maybe because they're in the swampy terrain. Alright. Let's try to take the bonus objective at Kaunas. Alright, we'll get around here across the bridge. So I might use that oversupply option or tactic on one of these units. We'll use it on the one tank unit here so that as we push forward towards Riga, in case if they outrun the supply chain, they'll be okay. Actually, let's use... I don't want to move you there. Okay. I was trying to click on the headquarter unit. I can't use suppressive fire. That's disappointing. I only have one action point, or command point. So let's see. Let's see how this works. Command points remaining. Headquarter receives a number of command points per turn. CPs are used for headquarter actions. Tip, you can so how do you gain them all back? So I'm just gonna have to probably assault the town, take some high casualties. Where are my assault units? Okay, they have artillery attachment here, so oh, they were eliminated. That was a rough attack. Oof. Be able to take the objective. Take Kaunas by turn 4. Oh, you know what? I'm silly. I should be using my air attacks. Oh, that was dumb of me. That was stupid of me. So we used our bombing card there. Let's use it again. Bomb Kaunas to oblivion. Now we can see that's. I should have done that first. Come on. Oh. Oof. And you can't stack units. I mismanaged that. That's fine. It's only a bonus objective. Ooh. Ooh, a little sneaky bugger there. That's fine. I won't get the bonus objective, but that's fine. Just push forward. We should be able to get to the river crossing, though. Oh, by turn 5, huh? You start losing prestige points. So this is by getting to turn 5. You have all 10 turns to get to the river, but this starts ticking down the number of prestige points you get if you don't get there by turn 5. Oh, they try to go after the supplies. Now we're gonna go hardcore towards Riga. I wonder if I should split him off. So I am kind of fanning out here. I don't know if that's a wise decision. I know they'll have some defenses here probably. Oops. I guess here's where reconnaissance will help. So I'm not seeing much in defenses here. Nothing over here. So we can push forward. We should be able to push straight through here. Well, maybe we can take Lepaja. I added a truck there to keep these units in supply. So I have no leftover trucks though. But we can remove one truck here. And then they'll be available next turn. We can move our supply line up the ladder. I wonder if we should have done that. If I really want to get this bonus objective, I gotta keep those units in supply. That's fine. Decisions made. We killed one of their units in action. So we've got their northern defense on the run. You can see these are their stragglers and retreating units. So I can't take these guys. I wonder if these 3 bars here represent like a retreating force that is too strong to just overrun. Who knows? Alright, time for the next turn. So disappointed I couldn't take Kaunas. I could take the... Might be able to get to this crossing by turn 6. I might be able to do it. I might be able to do it. I'm not going to do that one. Alright. Oh, they're out. Ooh, I still have some defense. I still have to take Kaunas. Finally, we get 6 CPs as stragglers. That's only 2. So I couldn't even use suppressing fire. Set piece attack. Order a unit to methodically attack an enemy position, reducing its entrenchment. See, that would have been a good one to be able to use if I could have. Now it's kind of pointless. These defenders are completely exhausted. So objective failed. Time to push forward though towards the Daugava River, the Vina. Keep moving the headquarters forward. Should almost move him back. Should have moved him back towards here to help with that attack. Because really, I don't need this headquarter unit for this attack on Kaunas anymore. I do need to move this transport. Where do I put them? Alright, ooh, they're out of supply in turn 1. And we cannot oversupply any of our units. We can push forward though. Can't overrun the unit. Alright, let's use recon. Let's see what's anything defending Riga. There is a tank unit. Oh man. Create a pontoon bridge. Repair bridge. I'm not in range here, so I can't use these options to get across here. So we gotta wait a turn. Captured more prisoners. So if we can break through here, we have a good chance of taking this bonus objective. I'll make up for losing Countess, not taking Countess in time, I should say. Killed in action, though. Ugh. Taking heavy casualties. Again, I gotta remember to use my air attack. Use them to eliminate that unit. Actually, should we go there? Oh, where do I put the Panzer group headquarters? Should I? I think that I can take Riga by turn 7. We'll focus on the Vina River crossing. Should actually move this truck too. So we'll have 2 trucks available next turn to place. I have another air attack. And I don't even have anywhere to use them. To go on to the next turn. You have air attacks available. Consider hitting the enemy unit. Well, I have nowhere to use them. I literally have nowhere to use them. Alright, now we'll do next turn. Yeah. Oh, their headquarters retreating. Objective failed. See, now there are quite a few defenders. Oh, they can't even attack. Is the supply situation that bad? Ugh. take... there is a unit here. Oh, they're stragglers. We should be able to actually take this bonus objective. That'll be pretty cool. Yay. We get the naval bombardment card. The Deutschland. And as you can see, we gained the 20 prestige there. Move the Panzer group north. Emergency supply. We should probably use that. There. Boom. Emergency supply. Now they can attack. Boom. There you go. Boom. Nice. Yeah, that worked out pretty good. I can still move. Keep moving the infantry forward. So I still have 2 trucks here. Probably don't need that. Got the objective, so that doesn't really matter. Leave the 1 there. Alright, time for the next turn. So we can't take, we have no opportunity to take any more bonus objectives. But we still have to take Riga. We still have to take Riga on this turn too. We gotta use our air assets. Got another one. They're out of supply, so they can't attack. Oof. They can attack. Can we eliminate that unit? No! Oh, that's disappointing. Well, as long as we take it before the end of the scenario, it's fine. But we're gonna lose again. You can see we already dropped half of the available prestige to take the river, so we'll drop down half to take a Riga. We should be able to take it the next turn. We need to get those guys in supply. Still couldn't eliminate the unit though. We used the naval bombardment. Oh, nice. can't dislodge them. You can't completely eliminate that infantry there. No, no worries. God, I can't even. All right, that puts them in supply there. But that's not effective until next turn. I can push this army group, I guess, forward towards Riga. Not that it will matter, I don't think. Alright, let's do the next turn. Ooh, killed in action, no! 2 killed in action. That's a devastating counterattack. Ah, that's not good at all. They paid the price for it that time. Achievement unlocked, boss fight. Bring in all the artillery. Can't quite get to the river crossing. We need to bring up this infantry, I guess. We took Riga. Take this truck unit and try to add more supply over here on the next turn. Take prisoners, take prisoners. Prisoners. Alright, let's do this next turn. Let's see what their counterattack does. T-34's coming through. Supply. Does that eliminate them? Gotta take the river crossing here. Alright, so that objective is achieved. And now we have infantry reinforcements coming to secure. Naval bombardment card actually was pretty useful, I must say. Alright, well, that doesn't really... Moving those troops I don't think does really anything for us. Trucks available. Okay, so adding in one more truck to this supply depot extends it all the way out. I have another... Oh, I didn't... You gotta hit the check mark to approve it. Now we can end the turn. What is that? Alright, objectives completed. You are victorious. All primary objectives have been completed, and there are no more bonus objectives left. You can end the scenario now. You may also continue for a few more turns if you want. Scenario completed. The world holds its breath. Score 37. I don't remember the score. What the score? How, if that's good or bad. Enemy killed in action 22. Prisoners 22. Losses 41. 17%. 10, 15%. This statistic counts lost armor equipment, i.e. it records 2 times armor lost for an armor step or 1 time lost for a mechanized step. You can toggle superior tooltips and options. Specialist losses 38%, really. Alright. So that concludes the first scenario, and then you would move on to the middle Heeresgruppe in that scenario. We may do that on the next next Unity of Command 2 stream, but I appreciate you joining me for this first look at Unity of Command Barbarossa. Definitely a pretty interesting and neat little game, and a full campaign scenario and playthrough might be warranted, as it would be nice to kind of see how units progress throughout the game and what other things you might have to look out for and manage. I felt like I lost quite a few units in that turn. Do they replenish? Do I get them back? Can I purchase new units? So maybe we might explore some of that a little bit more in the next Unity of Command stream. All right, until the next time, thank you and good night.